What's up, guys? Gonna do something a little unconventional for the channel. I'm gonna talk about some Blu-ray releases that I picked up, and then at the end, a book. So yeah, things I don't typically talk about on the channel, but I thought it might be cool. The Blu-ray stuff, what's going on is I actually traded in almost my entire DVD collection to upgrade to Blu-ray stuff. So a lot of this stuff is rebuys, some of it's not. And when I was kind of downsizing or getting rid of most of my DVDs, I didn't get rid of all of them, but you know, I saved some Criterion stuff and a couple like box sets and stuff. But most of my DVD stuff I let go of. But when I was kind of going through that stuff, I realized like just how much of those movies I didn't really intend to maybe rewatch. So when I was kind of deciding what Blu-rays to pick up and stuff, one of my things at the forefront of my mind is this is a movie I'm going to watch more than once or twice, and most of these movies I have seen multiple times, which is why I decided to go for them. So to start, we have Phantasm, the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Absolutely love this movie. I think it's fantastic. One of my favorite childhood movies here. So saw that this came out and actually found this in a very bizarre place and for a really good deal, but that doesn't really matter, so I won't go into that too much. But really happy to have this. Love the slipcover. Great artwork there. And also grabbed Phantasm Ravager, which I believe this is the 5th movie in the series. I've only seen 1, 2, and 3. This I have yet to see. This was kind of impulsive, but really wanted to see it, so just decided to grab that. If it sucks, I'll just sell it. Next is a favorite of mine, and that is Nightbreed, the director's cut. Blu-ray DVD combo pack, has the slipcover here. This is by Scream Factory. They do pretty good stuff. A lot of special features on here, which is, a bonus, but really wish I had gotten that special edition that came out, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago. But of course I slept on it, and now it's really expensive. But this is a suitable replacement, in my opinion. So, great movie, again, one of my favorites. I'll kind of save that one. This, I was really happy got a nice release, and that is Creepshow 2. This is the Arrow version. I wish they would have done something more with Creepshow 1. I have a Blu-ray of that around somewhere, but maybe I'll show it at a later time. But that's just kind of a standard edition, whereas this is an Arrow edition, so it has tons of special features, and it has a 2K restoration transfer and all that kind of shit that Arrow is known for. And of course this awesome artwork. Out of the Creepshow 1 and 2, I do prefer 2, even though it has like less featurettes or films or whatever you want to call them. The first one has 5 and this one has 3. I don't know, I just think this one's better, but still be nice to see the original Creepshow kind of get similar treatment. One that I'm really excited about, this one's still sealed, this one actually just came in. Used to love this movie as a kid, and that is CHUD. Such a classic, an 80s classic in my opinion. The acronym stands, of course, for, what is it? Shit, now I don't remember. Thought it would say on here somewhere. Regardless, it's like cannibalistic something, underground dwellers or something. Really cool movie. Definitely check it out if you've never seen it. CHUD 2 also just came out by another company, which again is kind of weird that isn't consistency with that. I would love to see Arrow again. We did CHUD 2 as well, but that was handled by I think like kind of an up-and-coming company that I'm not that familiar with. So regardless, really happy to get that. And let's see, this one was a shot in the dark. This one I didn't know anything about. This was based solely on a recommendation from a friend of mine who we were talking about kind of comedic horror movies from the 80s, and he asked me if I'd ever seen this one, and I said no, so immediately looked it up, saw that Arrow did a release of it, and as soon as I saw the cover, I knew I was going to buy it, and that is The Stuff. So really just love that cover. I've heard great things about this, and again, this is tons of special features on this, which is one of the best parts about Arrow, of course, that and the always have great artwork, and typically reversible artwork with extra stuff on the inside there. So great company, and if I'm gonna get Blu-rays, I might as well get the best edition, which in my opinion is typically Arrow stuff, especially for the stuff I'm into. Criterion as well does great stuff, but I think Criterion does more of like the artsy kind of, I don't know what the word is, kind of more, I guess, artsy or pretentious movies, where Arrow just kind of does this like wacky, like kind of cult shit that, I get a lot more watch out of. Like, these are movies I'll just watch and watch and watch. Especially this one. I've seen this one I don't even know how many times. And every time I see it, I'm more and more confused by it. And that is Society. Super gory and weird and disturbing. Oftentimes funny, oftentimes cringy. Perplexing nonetheless. This cover is just bananas too, of course. So really happy to get a nice edition of this. And of course, this is by Stuart Gordon, who worked on ReAnimator, and Brian Yunza, I think is pronounced, who worked on Bride of the ReAnimator. So two of my all-time favorite movies. So no-brainer here. And speaking of which, we have just the regular old ReAnimator Blu-ray, because as of this time I haven't found a better edition. And this does have some decent features, including the documentary, some commentary, interviews, things of that nature. And again, like I said, one of my all-time favorite movies here. So had to upgrade for my DVD copy, and like I said, this was about as good as it gets for ReAnimator. Not a ton of stuff out there. Unlike what the Arrow did for the Bride of the ReAnimator, which just got this awesome special edition here. Comes in this nice box with great artwork on it, and comes with a book and a little movie set there, Blu-ray set. So really nice stuff for Bride of the ReAnimator. Do I like this as much as the original? No, but I still am a huge fan, so once I knew this existed, I knew I had to get it. Hunted around, kind of found a used copy that was in pretty good shape, minus, a little bit of a crease down at the bottom there, and the corners are, showing some wear, but other than that, great shape, and couldn't beat the price, so grab that. And Amazon had a killer deal on this. This will be the last Arrow-related item. That is the Scarlet box for Hellraiser. So this has Hellraiser 1, 2, and 3, or Hellbound, I guess, if you want to be technical. And what's the name of the third one? Hell on Earth. So, really great set here. Not a huge fan of this painting here. I don't really think that's the most accurate depiction of one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. I don't really think that it looks like him, but regardless, this is a very, very nice set here. A huge box, comes with a 200-page book, all 3 discs, all kinds of cool stuff. There's even a 4th disc just of features, so really cool. I haven't even opened this yet. Pre-ordered this from Amazon. They had it for like way under cost, which was cool, and then I, for some reason, got a discount on it on top of that, so I mean, how do you say no to that? It was such a great deal, and really, really happy to have this and get in on this before it inevitably sold out and became expensive and unobtainable. So, huge fan of Clive Barker and you know, pretty much everything Clive Barker's done, and Hellraiser is no exception. Um, I don't know if I was gonna rate it, you know, if it's in my top 10 or whatever, but probably. And lastly, this I got for Christmas. Well, the last movie, and then I'll show a book. Got the Twin Peaks, the complete mystery on Blu-ray. This was the one thing I asked for Christmas, and I got it, so I was really happy about that. This is, of course, the Blu-ray edition. Comes with all the episodes, Firewalk with Me, and The Missing Pieces was what it's being dubbed, which is nearly 90 minutes of never before. Deleted and alternate scenes, things of that nature, so gorgeous set here. Can't wait to start rewatching this. What I don't understand, though, is it says that it's all with beautiful remastered HD picture and sound. I mean, can you really make a TV show from this era? I mean, there's not much you can do with the size, you know. It's not like you can make it the aspect ratio different. Can you really make it like that much of a better transfer, considering it was made for TV? So I kind of have some reservations about how great this is going to look, just considering the source material. But still, you know, just a great story, so looking forward to that. And kind of the last thing I'll show is a book that I had actually gotten from my dad for Christmas, so this is really cool. I am a huge fan of the band, and he read this book and said it was great, and that is NOFX in the Hepatitis, Bathtub, and Other Stories. So this is kind of a autobiography by the band, so if you're into NOFX, this is definitely recommended reading. I've already read about 50 pages, and I could not put it down, so awesome stuff. You know, NOFX is one of those bands that I've been a fan of since I was like 12 years old, and you know, I still like them 20 years later, so yeah, really happy to get that. And you know, typically I don't read a lot of books about musicians. I mean, I love music and stuff, but I don't really read a lot of music books. I don't know why. I've read a few, but it just seems kind of corny to me. Like I was really into Morrissey's autobiography, and this Dream Brother book about Tim and Jeff Buckley was pretty good. But other than that, I just haven't had much luck with, you know, outside of things that are like really pulpy, maybe like the Dirt regarding the Motley Crue stories and stuff, which was a lot of fun to read. But that's like reading the Inquirer or something. So yeah. Anyway, new NoFX book. Really happy to get that as well. So those are the two items I got for Christmas: Twin Peaks and the NoFX book, and then some stuff that I got for myself by trading in my DVD collection. So I still have a lot to replace. Of course, I got to get the Scream Factory version of They Live, and you know, a lot of other things, and some movies that I really like. I just haven't been able to find on Blu-ray. Especially a lot of like Italian horror stuff, like Suspiria and some other movies, and then of course there's stuff like Holy Mountain, and which I know is out on Blu-ray, but kind of waiting for a better version of that. That one seems kind of meh. And then like stuff like Gummo, which I don't think there's a Blu-ray version of. So definitely have a lot of movies still to get before I feel like my Blu-ray collection is, you know, where I'd like it to be. But this is definitely a great start. So that's it for me, guys. I'll talk to you later. God bless. I love you. And don't forget to smoke some crack.